any prompts yet, but we might take some as people trickle in. But I'm just working on writing in the notebook. I've been outside most of the day. It's 8 o'clock at night my time, so most of my normal viewers probably won't see this the day of. But if you're watching, you are my favorite person, all of you. With that, you're welcome to hang out. I don't have any music playing, so it's kind of boring, but I'll answer questions as I see them and just pop in. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see if anybody even pops in. But I've got the camera on, so hopefully I get to say hi to some of you. And if not, well, I'll just have the camera on while I'm writing. Right now I'm working on a collaboration piece that I do with another creator. We take the same prompt and I do poems, and she does art. And then we usually do a combination or a big reveal to each other at the end of the month. And it's the end of the month and I am finishing up on mine. I'm moving it from my phone, which I am now realizing I have my camera on, so that should be fun. So I might swipe away. I might just do it from memory. But the prompt for this month is precipice. So whatever you want to do with that is where we've or what we've decided. Oh, I should sit up straight. We like to party, so there's some bubbly mango. I know it's a little stout on a Monday night, but we're gonna try. I should probably lock the door. Yeah. The one problem with content, if you are catching this and you're not one of my normal viewers, I do writing streams, which means I spend a lot of time looking at my notebook. If you chat, I will try to keep my attention split between writing and engaging with chat. If I miss it, I'm very sorry. I'm pretty good about reading and catching it when it comes, but if I get in a particularly focused writing groove, I don't check chat very often. But I do my best. So if I don't read your message right away, feel free to post it, or I might scroll up and ask, or see if I missed anything. I understand I'm saying this to an empty chat room and no one's here right now. So I understand how foolish this is right now in this moment. But if you're watching this and you do miss a live stream and you want to engage in the next one, now you know. I will check your messages. I didn't make it very far into this poem before I gave myself a word. I don't think I used this word in my first paragraph when I was writing it on my phone, but I gave myself a word that I'm having a hard time coming up with something to flow with. So, You'll get a good glimpse of my thinking face in those moments. It doesn't happen very often. That's a lie. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that it happens often. But I like to think that I have a good thinking face. It's not just like a... But sometimes it is. One of the things when I was streaming last summer, it was pointed out by chat that as I write, my head turns left because I sit like this. And as I'm thinking, my head kind of just rattles off to the side as I get closer to the paper or closer to me on the notebook. And it turned into chat making fun of me for just But it was all in good fun. It wasn't actually making fun of me, but it did happen, and it was pretty funny. I'm doing it again. I'm doing the head tilt left as I start to write. That's what I was talking about earlier. As I start to write and I get closer to myself, my head starts to lean forward. I catch myself doing it and try to correct my posture, but it's very subconscious when I start doing it. Doing it again. Okay, that's gonna be, I actually really like how that came out. So if you weren't here when I did the first initial kind of premise of what I'm writing, on this poetry channel, I do a collaborative piece with another content creator. Once a month, we take the same prompt and I do a poem with that prompt and she does a piece of art. And that's the piece that I'm working on right now. And this isn't my normal streaming time, so I don't know if any of my normal viewers are gonna be here to see it. So you'll get a little bit of a spoiler on this one because I'm going to read it and see how it feels. I haven't read it out loud. Uh-oh, you're here. Hey, welcome, welcome. I guess you'll get to hear it live too, so this works good. How's it going, bird? You could have just lurked. Could have just lurked and just let me be ignorant, but here we go. Spoiler. Heck yeah. This is, the prompt that for this one is precipice. I think I'm saying that right. I took it as on the edge of something great. So, with toes hanging over the cliff, or is this only a first step? Anxiety settling in, my back goes stiff. I believe this is the edge of something great, just beyond this first rep. No matter which way I go now, my life changed in this moment forever. This step will be the one to which my legacy is bound. My greatest feat, or a spectacular failure, is the result of this endeavor. Whether amongst the heroes of memory or a quiet life with a humble beginning, a resting place is already waiting for me. Off the ledge I've leapt, ear to ear grinning. I went a little bit of a different direction, and seeing the art after the fact was actually kind of cool, because I had already started this piece and I was just going to finish it, and then I realized I wrote it on my phone, so I couldn't check what I had already written once I started streaming. I didn't want to crash stream. But I like to think of it as like you're on the edge of a major decision, and no matter what you decide, this is it. You're on the precipice of something, fail or do well. This will be the edge of it. So I think that came together really well. It's yeah. I'll do an actual recording and send it at some point too. But it's just, the art kind of fits too. Yeah, the tower was kind of a cool touch. Mason Bell, please do read it. I got there. Wow, that's deep. Thank you. You're welcome. Is there anything that you would like a poem written about, Mason? I know that your username's not one that I recognize, but if you haven't caught a stream before, what I do usually is I take prompts from chat, like 1, 2, 3 words, and I'll spend 10 to 15 minutes and write a poem inspired by chat. Just for clarity, this is a milkshake. I know the styrofoam cup might look kind of odd, but this is a milkshake for all of you people that are worried about me. Wow, that's deep. Thank you. Yeah, of course. Bird, how does your stream go? Hopefully it was good. I'm sorry that I couldn't tune in. I was still at work when you were live. I just got to the room like 25 minutes ago. I basically changed and then set up stream. I can definitely tell that most of my viewership is East Coast, because when I'm live at this time slot, stream's usually pretty quiet. It was chill, just did some drawing. Yeah, hell yeah, that's sick. I mean, the picture that you sent it looks amazing. Like, that's awesome. What is the color scheme for the Durgan? Because it looks almost ethereal. It looks like translucent. Like, I don't know how you did that. I can't, like, I was looking back at it and my brain was trying to make sense of it, but it looks like it's coming out of the sky to me. It's very cool. Well, let's see. What's another one? I guess I can do another one of my my product placement. Oh, okay, it's the same dragon. Very cool. Nice. That is pretty cool. I'm so not so, but I'm really eager for that last video that I put out. I was so proud of it. I am so proud of it. Like, the editing and like the poem that was created with the label, and it's doing like just this much better than basically every other video I've ever posted. It's like, man, I did so much more on that video. Come on. Well, I'm proud of it, and that's enough. But I think that's going to be a fun series to do. I've caught myself looking at the labels of everything I've had in my hand today. It's like, I think there's definitely some that I'll have to change my structure, and I'll have to do something like smaller, like maybe a haiku, or a lot more general on the poetry terms than like the full stanzas like I did for the first one. Not sure. Probably try though. Yeah, I was really happy with it. I watched it. I watched it myself a few times just to see like what I can do better next time. There's one sound that I don't see in the back end. Like, I don't. Okay, if you watch it back, in the middle of the poem, there's a bell. That sound does not exist in my edit. Like, on the back end, looking at all the sound clips and everything, that bell is not there. Like, there's no other track, there's no extra nonsense. Like, I have no idea where that is or why it's there. And it like trips me out every single time. It's similar to a concept art challenge I've seen where people make creatures out of ordinary objects. Yeah, that I've seen it. So I've seen kit bashing challenges with like miniature makers, or like the people that are really big into the toy hobby, where they'll take like toys from the toy store and make like tabletop miniatures for Warhammer. That was always really cool to me. That seems super fun. But, hey, thank you. I appreciate that. It's hard. It's a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, because I'll get a sentence in my head. It's like, okay, and then okay, do I have an every? I don't see one on the word bank, and I'm like, I pick the bottle up and I'm scouring trying to find the word every, and it just isn't there. It's like, damn it, okay, I can't use that one. I have to change the way that I talk. It's totally in my head, which is that's fun. I enjoy it. I had an idea for the channel, and to help me stay motivated with streaming and like I want to put a bigger effort into long form content in 2025. Like, 2024 was sobriety, shorts, checking in every day, posting poetry, like getting started on the channel. 2025, I want to have like established streams, like Sober Saturday, where I'm like streaming Saturday morning, and like just I was thinking about what we were talking about of having like repurposing my second channel. And I think, what if I just have like a dedicated day on this channel where it's just not it's like maybe not poetry, but it's a live stream and it's like hanging out. Like we're just hanging out, chatting. I'm doing whatever, but like Sober Saturday can be like Saturday morning cartoons. We're just tune in and I'm doing something goofy. I think that would be fun. And then like Writer's Block Wednesday, where like I have a set of writing dice, or I do some kind of writing exercise on Wednesday that would be different than my standard stuff. I think that would be a lot of fun, and it would keep it a variety pack. And as long as I can maintain a consistent schedule around it, I think having that established will help me and manage my expectations and not get burnt out. I hope that's my theory. Is if I generate a schedule to stick to that's not super overwhelming and it's not the same thing every time I go live, I think that'll be very helpful going forward. But at the end of the day, prompt poetry and poetry challenges are really fun. I really enjoy doing them. Oh yeah, that's true. That is something that you're not the first person to tell me that. It's like, yeah, just do one like good piece of low form. Hey, that's awesome, Mason. The first video I saw of you was your 80 days sober, and it really inspired me to do the same. That's awesome to hear. I just hit 1 year December 12th. Coming up on well, over a year, but into New Year's and well on my way. I hope that you're on your way too. That's awesome. Did you follow along after finding day 80, or has it been kind of sporadic? Like, I know that my content has there's a gap between the people that found my channel through the sobriety shorts and the people that are part of the poetry community. I tried very hard to like mesh them together and make them the same, but they're still pretty segregated or separated. Not segregated. It's not like political, but there's people here that are here for the sober aspect of my journey, and then there's people here that are here for the writing, or both, or some combination of the two. But I've definitely pulled away from the sober check-ins. I made it to day 344 and went into kind of a shutdown. I think 344, might have been 343, 344, somewhere in there. I went into a depressive downward. I went into a pretty big spiral and didn't post anything for almost a month. Maybe occasional like photo posts or text posts, but I got into a holiday funk, and it didn't work. I felt like I was masking. I felt like I was putting on an act, and that it was embarrassing at that point, which is really a really strange time to have that feeling and be overcome with it. But I think that was just ulterior or like outer forces affecting my mood, and then me using the scapegoat of my channel to like make myself feel worse when I didn't necessarily need to. But I'm always happy to see comments like that. Like the fact that me putting my ugly mug in front of the camera has inspired somebody to start their own journey, that is some of the kindest things you can ever say to me. Like, that's awesome. And I wish you well on every day of your journey. Hey, Solus. Welcome to Poetry After Dark, or Hotel Room Poetry, but that sounds more like it should be on Only Pens or something. Oh, now I need to make an Only Pens logo and make that a sticker. God. That's so good. All right, that's going in my notebook. Only Pen sticker. I hope you've had a good night. Write that down, write that down. Yeah, it's there, Only Pen sticker. I'll get right on making that when I get back home. I don't know how much more writing I'm going to actually do this stream. I guess if prompts come in, I'm probably going to be up for another like hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, but I didn't bring my Switch. I didn't bring anything else with me. I just brought my notebook, and I actually stopped and got my stream light, my little ring light for my phone, so we can have an official looking setup here. I forgot streaming on my phone is it's like really relaxing for me because it's a lot smaller. There's not my computer like humming in the background. There's no music, which is kind of a downside, but it feels very, very intimate. Like it's very contained, and I don't know. I like it a lot. I miss it. I miss the camper streams quite a bit. What do we want to do for January's prompt? Let's see. January's prompt. In keeping in theme with kind of what we've been doing, I don't think we've done destination yet. Have we done the word destination? I don't think we have. So you did precipice. We were on the edge. I would like to do destination, I think. I think destination would be a good one. You can do a lot with that, at least poetically. I don't know about artsy fartsy stuff, but other than you're gonna kill it. But oh man, my mustache is doing the thing where I've got buck teeth when I smile. It looks fucking edited. I just noticed that and now I can't stop staring at it. I look like a Dr. Seuss character. Dr. Seuss character that doesn't brush his teeth. Whatever. They're clean. Enough. Lamau, I can relate. Yeah. I don't know why it does that. Like, probably my teeth. I chew on it a lot. It's too long right now. I need to line it up. But I was supposed to get my hair cut this last weekend, but I got busy and didn't do it. I think I have a pretty strong opinion, and you might not feel the same way, but just know that it's okay to be wrong, and I won't judge you for it. But mango seltzer water, best seltzer water. I'll be taking any arguments in the comments, but this is the best one. I wouldn't necessarily pair it with a blueberry milkshake all the time, but I am. Adventure. Okay. Adventure is a prompt I can work with. A poem about adventure. Is this going to end up being a sonnet or a bard's tale? I don't know. Let's try. Adventure for bird. Start this one at 31:57. Well, I said 7 and then wrote 6. So 31:56, we'll start this one. I agree with mango, just not seltzer. Not a huge fan of seltzer. Man, but the bubbles are bis. Bubbles are good. I've always found artificial mango taste funky. I drink seltzer though. I will try it. I think this is the best one, but I'm a big fan of mango. And synthetic flavors have the only, okay, that's not true. The only synthetic flavor that has ever bothered me, and this is backwards. Okay. I like watermelon flavored things. I hate watermelon, like the actual fruit. Miss me with that shit. But give me a watermelon Jolly Rancher, absolutely love it. Watermelon like sour bites, like the Royal Candy brand with like the horse on the bag and the little like clear cellophane. I love those. I'll eat the shit out of them. But real watermelon? No. Mm-mm. No, thank you. I do not like to eat aerated sponge water. No thanks. I feel that way with pear. See, I like pear. I like pear in all forms. Pear is awesome. I can't stand the texture of pears. That's fair. They are unique. I think depending on which company, I've had some bad pears from. I think it's Delmont. I think that's the name of the brand. I don't remember now, but I'm drawing a blank. I can see the logo, but I don't remember the words or the letters. I think it's Delmont or something like that. Their pears are like um oh god, what is the like a pumice stone? Like yeah, wet sandstone, exactly. It's like the pumice stone that you like clean ceramic with. That's what it feels like, but it tastes good. I mean that the texture has never bothered me. But that specific brand, I have had that happen more than once where it's like, huh, okay. But still worth it because pear's awesome. This poem took a turn for the goofy bird. I apologize ahead of time. I went a very strange direction with it. can't be as goofy as the one-shot adventure yesterday. Yeah? I know, it looks like you guys had some fun. That sounded like a good time. That's time, 40:29. Okay. That's funny. I believe it. Taslin's not exactly the most polite boss. Okay, this is Adventure for Bird, and I took inspiration from a Skyrim guard, so keep that in mind. I wrote this poem in 8.5 minutes. Yeah, 8.5 minutes, something like that. So many days are lost to the mundane, seconds of greatness overshadowed by the minutes slain, as the ticking of the clock swords are slowed. Just when the day should be done, lunch break is over, you're needed on the floor. You haven't got time for fun. This isn't imagination land anymore. Walking stiffly, limping where the arrow pierced your knee, trapped in this reality where an ex-adventurer is all you'll ever be. Skyrim guards get such a bad rap, man, and I'm not helping. I used to be an adventurer till I took an arrow to the knee. Yeah. That's a good one. Or Skyrim guards. Exactly. 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna have to end stream. Okay, sorry, I have to run back to work for just a second. Thank you all for being here. I'm probably not gonna hop back on. It's a little bit of a drive to get to where I gotta go. But thank you all for being here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you liked this, check out some of the other stuff on the channel. There's gonna be a lot more poetry coming soon, but I've gotta get back to work. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.